So as for coming up with a design or something that the canvas wants or the customer would like cut into their body, a lot of people come with an idea already, something that they're invested in, something that means something to them, just very similar to a tattoo, and drawing it out is much simpler when they already have something in mind, and then it's really more transferring it onto tattoo paper so that you can get it onto the skin very accurately. And I have also drawn right onto the skin, not with the blade, but just with a marker, essentially, that's a safe or internal use, essentially. So it's not going to cause any infection. So to start a cutting, you have to make sure that the surface that you're cutting on is clean to avoid any infection. There are several different products to use to sterilize the flesh. I prefer to use HIPAA-Cleanse, and then you want to make sure that you're wearing gloves and you're ordering sterile blades. So I picked up one technique from a fellow scarificationer, and they use an X-Acto handle instead of the supplied medical handles that are flat, because the X-Acto handles are round, and that makes for making curved lines that are more organic a lot simpler to do. Instead of doing a bunch of straight lines to make something round, you can do one quick curved line. So there's a lot of different ways to go about finishing off your cutting or making the scar better, making the image clearer, and there's also ways to kind of retouch or do touch-ups to a old scarification, or maybe one that just didn't scar the way that you intended it to. You can do recuts where you essentially cut into the previous scar tissue and essentially bring life back into the scars that are already there. It's a little tricky doing it because every person is different and every scar is going to scar different. Scarification isn't nearly as predictable as tattooing. So another option for increasing your scarification is adding ash, soot, or ink to your cutting to add a little bit more pigment to the final image.